Hello and welcome to Matchday 4 of Manchester United's Premier League season. Their Red Devils are back in action after a challenging start to their 2024-2025 campaign. A humbling 3-0 defeat at the hands of bitter rivals Liverpool just before the international break has left United reeling and eager to turn their fortunes around. The loss not only exposed weaknesses in their defence, but also sparked concerns about the team's overall form, creating a sense of urgency for manager Erik Ten Hag and his squad. Focus on Southampton. This afternoon, Manchester United faces Southampton in what promises to be a crucial match. Set for a lunchtime kickoff at Old Trafford, fans will be looking for a reaction from the team following their dismal performance in the previous fixture. With home advantage and a desperate need to restore confidence, United are expected to put in a much improved performance. Southampton, meanwhile, come into this game as underdogs, but will be aware of United's vulnerabilities. The Saints have historically given the Red Devils trouble on occasion and will be looking to take advantage of any lingering uncertainty in United's squad. Key players and expectations. Manchester United's players will be under intense scrutiny. Captain Bruno Fernandes will be tasked with pulling the strings in midfield, while Marcus Rashford and Rasmus Højlund will be looking to provide the firepower up front. Defensive stability will be a priority after their lacklustre showing against Liverpool, so eyes will be on Raphael Varane and new signing Andre Onana to marshal the backline. Fans will also be eagerly awaiting any tactical adjustments Ten Hag might make to ensure a more cohesive and resilient performance. Transfer update and squad news. As the transfer window remains open, there are still potential moves to watch out for. Rumours have been circulating that United might be in the market for a defensive midfielder or even another centre-back to shore up their defence after the Liverpool setback. Several players have been linked with exits as well, so any last-minute deals could significantly impact the team's composition for today and beyond. What's at stake? This match represents a pivotal moment in Manchester United's season. Another poor result could compound pressure on Erik Ten Hag and put a significant dent in the team's morale, while a victory could serve as a much-needed confidence booster, providing momentum as they look to climb the table after a rocky start. Stay tuned for build-up, live updates, and post-match reactions as we follow this high-stakes encounter at Old Trafford. This version offers a detailed overview of United's situation, highlighting key points and player expectations while building excitement for the game. Manchester United have submitted their squad to the Premier League after the domestic transfer window closed, with the updated list required ahead of this weekend's trip to Southampton. United's final summer recruit, Manuel Ugarte, is included in the squad list ahead of a potential debut at St Mary's on Saturday for the £42 million midfielder. Noussair Mazraoui, Matthijs de Ligt and Joshua Zirkzee are included on the list and have already played in the league for United this season. Lenny Yoro continues to wait for his debut after suffering a foot injury in pre-season, and the 18-year-old is included in the under-21 section, along with the rest of United's academy. Summer signing Sekou Kone is also on that list, as are Kobbie Mainoo, Rasmus Højlund and Alejandro Garnacho. United continue to be struck by injuries, but all those currently on the sidelines have been included. On Thursday, Erik Ten Hag said Luke Shaw and Højlund were progressing well, and he delivered a similarly upbeat prognosis on left-back Tyrell Malacia, who hasn't played since May 2023. Mason Mount and Victor Lindelof are also on the sidelines but could return soon. Premier League rules state that each squad must contain no more than 17 players who don't fulfill the homegrown player HGP criteria. League rules state a player qualifies for HGP status if they have been registered with a club in this country for a period of 3 entire seasons before their 21st birthday, or the season they turn 21. Clubs don't have to include under-21 players in their 25-man squad list, with any player born on or after January 1st, 2003 considered to be under-21 this season. Squad: Altay Bayindi, Ahmad, Antony, Casemiro, Diogo Dalot, Matthijs de Ligt, Christian Eriksen, Johnny Evans, Bruno Fernandes, Tom Heaton, Victor Lindelof, Harry Maguire, Tyrell Malacia, Lisandro Martinez, Noussair Mazraoui, Dermot Mee, Mason Mount, Andre Onana, Marcus Rashford, Luke Shaw, Manuel Ugarte, Joshua Zirkzee. Manchester United defender Matthijs de Ligt has endured a difficult international break while playing for the Netherlands. The 25-year-old arrived at Old Trafford this summer from Bayern Munich for €45 million, 38.4 million, with a potential further €5 million, 4.2 million in add-ons. De Ligt has made 3 appearances for Erik ten Hag's side so far and started United's last game, a 3-0 defeat at home to Liverpool, and the centre-back endured a difficult evening whilst playing for the Netherlands against Germany in the Nations League. The former Ajax star was replaced at half-time after having a hand in both of Germany's first-half goals in Amsterdam, was given another chance, but again made an error that led to a goal before being substituted early in the second half, they said. He cannot continue making errors like this. Explaining his decision to take De Ligt off at half-time against Germany, Netherlands manager Ronald Koeman claimed it was to protect the Man United centre-back. "Of course, I would rather have kept Matthijs de Ligt on the pitch," he told Dutch broadcaster NOS. "It just looks like he is now in a period where all his mistakes are being punished. I gave him a new chance today, but eventually I protected him by taking him off." Koeman also had his say on De Ligt's performance during their 5-2 win over Bosnia and Herzegovina on Saturday, where the United defender made mistakes as well. "We have discussed it," Koeman said in his press conference on Monday before the 2-2 draw against Germany. "He did not get his footwork right. It was a bad individual moment for a defender. You have to learn from that. It is clear that these kinds of moments need to be improved. But we should not be dramatic about it and put too much emphasis on it. If Manchester United's social media accounts reveal an unchanged team from the defeat to Liverpool at 11:15 AM on Saturday, then they might want to turn their mentions off. The backlash would be immediate. The scale of the 3-0 defeat 2 weeks ago should lead to changes. It led to one at half-time of that game, when Casemiro was replaced by 20-year-old Toby Collier, making his league debut. It was supposed to spell the end of the Brazilian's Old Trafford career, but there has to be a distinct possibility that Erik ten Hag does indeed pick the same team for this weekend's game with Southampton, however unpalatable that may be to supporters, and however badly he might want to make changes. There are a few positions that could be under threat, but maybe only 1 or 2 that are realistically going to result in a change. Matthijs de Ligt endured a nightmare international break, and his confidence must have been damaged, but ten Hag has backed his former Ajax captain, and it's hard to envisage him dropping him. Then there is Alejandro Garnacho's latest social media faux pas, liking a post that included Cristiano Ronaldo's quote, criticising ten Hag. Will the United manager let that slide, or will his disciplinarian streak kick in? In a team short on goals, he probably needs the Argentine winger. On performances, the 2 most likely candidates to lose their place are Casemiro and Marcus Rashford. The latter was actually one of the better attacking performers against Liverpool, despite the criticism he received from the stands at Old Trafford. Ahmad has played well recently, but it would be something of a surprise if Rashford didn't keep his place. The most likely change is Casemiro making way for 42 million, signing Manuel Ugarte, despite the Uruguayan only returning to Carrington from international duty on Thursday afternoon. Ten Hag has preached caution about the time it will take to get the 23-year-old up to speed, but he is banking on him improving a porous midfield. Ugarte is one of 3 players that Ten Hag will hope can transform his side's fortunes over the next month. The ongoing absence of a specialist left-back continues to be a weakness, while Rasmus Højlund is likely to offer a sharper edge to the attack than Joshua Zirkzee. Luke Shaw and Højlund are progressing very well, according to Ten Hag, but neither are in contention to face Southampton. Shaw hasn't played for United since February 18th, and Højlund managed only 13 minutes in pre-season. Both will expect to be playing again before the October international break, and they could certainly improve this side, along with the aggression and energy Ugarte will bring to midfield. Ten Hag badly needs to see that improvement. Inside Carrington, the staff and players have looked beyond the results and banked on the improved performances they have delivered this season, eventually paying them back. They can't afford too many more early season slip-ups, however. To avoid that, Ten Hag will hope to integrate a left-back, holding midfielder and striker into his team shortly.